Ladies and gentlemen, as you are likely aware, the Amhara region in Ethiopia has been engulfed in a protracted and intense conflict between the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, ENDF, and the Amhara Fano forces. In this video, we aim to provide you with comprehensive updates from the dynamic and perilous battlefield. In the Adat area, situated in Gojam on the outskirts of Bahir Dar city along the A3 highway, Fano forces have successfully seized control of the town after a grueling two-day battle. Reports from Fano sources suggest that the ENDF has incurred substantial losses in Adet, with a significant number of their soldiers falling in the line of duty and many others left wounded. Across the Western Front, in the Bili, Robit, Barina Siant, and Makan Selim regions of Western Wello, the ferocity of the fighting remains undiminished. Particularly in Makan Selim and its surrounding areas, the situation has grown increasingly precarious. The battle here has raged on for several hours without respite, and reports from the scene indicate that both sides have suffered heavy casualties. In the regions of northern Shua, specifically Kolenga Bar, Arerti town, and Aragai Minjar, Berhet, Fano forces have engaged the Oromo ENDF in intense combat. The clash is ongoing in these areas, but specific details regarding casualties are currently unavailable. Further west in Wello, the situation in Mekana Salam, Amhara Sayint, and Belhula has become highly volatile. Reliable sources have conveyed that the fighting in these regions is notably intense, with residents reporting the ceaseless sound of heavy gunfire over the past several hours, underscoring the continuing hostilities. Fano sources have also shared developments related to a campaign targeting terrorists. According to their reports, 9 individuals attending a meeting in Mekane Salam met a grim fate, with 9 losing their lives, 7 sustaining injuries, and 5 being captured. Additionally, the deputy head of the Prosperity Office in Shwarabit found himself separated from his entourage, and Jama Degalo Mayor managed to make an escape. In the Lijitu Mariam area, located in Debre Taba in Gonda, a militia leader faced dire consequences due to allegations of collaboration with the ENDF and ties to Amhara youth. Meanwhile, in Kola Deba, also situated in Gonda, a tragic incident unfolded as unidentified gunmen claimed the life of an Amhara militia organizer and coordinator. Shifting to the eastern regions, particularly in Finote Salam and Woinweha, located between Degadamot and Bibug, the ENDF has resorted to employing BM rockets in the bombardment of these towns. This aligns with the previous reports we've conveyed about the use of BM rockets in the Amhara region. Recent reports from reliable sources have shed light on the ongoing intense fighting in northern Shua, where the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, ENDF, are locked in a fierce battle with Amhara Fano forces. This conflict has extended to areas such as Arada Bia, Bia Gibi, and the Atai to Menze Road, all of which are in northern Shua near Atai and Karakor. As per the latest updates from Fano forces, this intense fighting has persisted since yesterday. It is crucial to note that Amhara Fano forces are determined to gain control of key cities situated along the A2 highway, such as Atai, Karakore, and Shua Robit. Fano sources have affirmed this strategy by Amhara Fano forces to secure these towns along the A2 highway. Furthermore, according to information from Fano sources, the Amhara Fano forces successfully ambushed an ENDF commando convoy near Atai. This ambush escalated the fighting, and the conflict has now intensified and spread to nearby areas. Atai, located on the A2 highway between Shua Robit and Kombolcha, is at the center of these hostilities. Reports indicate that several ENDF commandos have been killed and wounded in this attack, with numerous military vehicles destroyed. In response to these developments, the Ethiopian army has deployed additional troops to this front, armed with heavy weaponry. According to Fano sources, Fano soldiers have not only withstood the attacks launched by the ENDF, but have also retaliated effectively. Amhara Fano sources have also confirmed a significant development near Ataye. The Amhara Fano forces have taken control of the A2 highway. This strategic move has cut off the ENDF's supply line, disrupting their ability to transport troops and military equipment to major cities like Waldia, Lalibela, Kobo, Desi, and Kombolcha, all of which are vital locations in the region. This disruption in the ENDF deployment along the A2 highway represents a substantial setback for the ENDF. Consequently, the ENDF has responded by deploying more troops to this front in an effort to regain control over the crucial areas along the A2 highway. Intense fighting continues in this region as both sides strive to gain the upper hand. Shifting to a different region, in Koladeba, Gonda, another disturbing incident has come to light as unknown gunmen targeted and killed an Amhara militia organizer and coordinator, underscoring the broader complexities and security challenges faced in various parts of the country. In the latest reports from our sources, it has come to our attention that a curfew imposed in Bahir Dar is undergoing a significant alteration in terms of its timing. Previously, the curfew extended from 2 p.m. to 12 a.m. However, the most recent updates indicate that the curfew will now commence at 12 p.m. It's important to note that the central authority has yet to officially confirm this adjustment, and sources have not provided any specific reasons for this change. Meanwhile, it's worth mentioning that the ruling Prosperity Party had previously announced the commencement of training for senior and middle leaders in the city on Tuesday, which may have some relevance to the situation. Disturbing reports have reached us from reliable sources indicating that clashes have erupted between government forces and Fano militants in an area known as Sebatamit within Bahir Dar city. As of now, there is no confirmation regarding the extent of human casualties resulting from this conflict. It's crucial to note that fighting is still ongoing, and as you can see on your screen, Sebatamit is located in close proximity to Bahir Dar city, just off the B31 highway. This implies that Amhara Fano forces have advanced quite close to the doors of Bahir Dar city itself. Simultaneously, there have been reports of a disruption in telephone services in Bahir Dar, Finote Salam, Dembeka, and Debre Marcos cities since yesterday. It is strongly believed that the interruption of telephone services in these cities is a direct consequence of the clashes and ongoing unrest in certain areas. In a deeply troubling development in the Sebatamit area, it has been reported that the Ethiopian army forcibly removed 3 brothers from their residence and abandoned them on the road, which included a 12-year-old child. Furthermore, an individual who lived in a rented space within the vicinity was also arrested. Regrettably, more than 30 innocent lives have been lost in this tragic incident. Their bodies remain unburied, with the community refusing to relinquish them. Additionally, the entrance to the Tebebe Gion Hospital in the same area has been sealed off by soldiers, preventing patients from accessing medical care in the midst of this turmoil. These developments underscore the increasingly precarious and complex situation in Bahir Dar and the surrounding regions. The shifts in the curfew and the clashes between government forces and Fano militants, as well as the disruption of essential services, are indicative of the tumultuous circumstances currently prevailing in this part of Ethiopia. We remain committed to keeping you updated as further information becomes available.